Your books aren't selling. It's not because of the book. It's because of the system. In this video, I'm going to give you a simple system to follow so you can start making sales on your KDP books. Okay, so let's talk about systems in this video. Just a couple of students of mine, clients as well actually. These guys, you can see they're making sales. Genevieve's on holiday. She just started in my program. She's making sales, quite a lot of sales. And Ryan as well, he's got one book that's about to break $1,000 and another close to it. And what these guys doing? They're following a system. All right. Let me just tell you a quick story. My daughter has created another $500 profit a month on my Amazon merch account. So it's kind of like KDP, but for t-shirts. Okay. She doesn't know anything about t-shirts, doesn't know about niche hunting, doesn't know anything. All right. She's just following a very, very simple system that I created. It's basically Canva, AI, click, 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 upload. She's just doing it over and over. And in her words, and I quote, "Daddy, this is boring. Systems are boring, but they work." And I'm going to give you a system now, which is boring for KDP, but it works. All right. It's very, very simple. First things first is you publish. Then you publish often. Then you improve. Then you publish. Then you publish often. Then you improve. That's it. Boring as anything. But let me tell you why this works. Firstly, publish. The power of action. I've lost track now of the amount of KDP students that I've had that are not taking enough action. I'm coming up to 1,000 students now, and there's a vast majority of them that will say they're going to do something, say they're going to publish a book, create a book, and then weeks later, they're still not publishing. All right, action, it kills. These are the killers of your KDP success. Okay, overthinking. I'm not going to write it all out. I'm just going to put thinking too much. Okay, overwhelm, analyzing, analysis paralysis, all the stuff where you just too much here. Okay, when really you just need to publish. You learn more through action. All right, and that's how this system works. Just publish. All right, whatever book you're thinking of doing, you just give yourself a deadline to publish it in the next day. Like, you can literally create a book now in AI in hours. Just publish it tomorrow, right? Don't worry if it's no good. It doesn't matter. Amazon's not gonna kick you off Amazon if your book's crap. They will if you're doing copyright and trademark stuff. Don't do that. Just make sure that it's a decent book. You're delivering what you promised to the customer, but just get it done. Don't worry about getting it done to perfection, all right? Okay, so that's the first step. Just publish. Just do it. Bit like my daughter's just creating t-shirts. She doesn't know what good t-shirt design is. Right? She's just doing it. Right? And as a result, she's making money. Okay, so just do it. A lot of the times as well, here's the funny thing. And I found this a lot with my students, especially my clients who I work closely with in my program, is they think their books aren't good enough. And their books are better than my books. One of my Growth Squad clients, Kat, I don't know if Kat, you're watching this, shout out to Kat. Her book interior is literally amazing, like better than any book that I created. And she's in the same niche that I'm in, that created my first 10K profit, exactly the same niche. So it's like I'm comparing the book that made me about $12,000 profit in a month to her book that she's thinking of publishing, but she's not sure about the interior. And I'm literally telling her, your book's 10 times better than my book that's made all this money. And she doesn't think that. See, this is the thing. If you just publish, you never know. Right? A lot of the time, your book is way better than you think it is. Okay, so just take action. Then, publishing one book's not good enough, especially if you're below your first $1,000, because a lot of the time you don't know what a good seller is, like how to sell a book. So, next thing is often, and this is great because this builds momentum. And when you've got momentum, you're less likely to quit. again, back to my daughter. She's just following a system, doing it over and over again. Okay? The thought of quitting hasn't crossed her mind. I won't let it. Right? But it's kind of like, it's kind of habit. I'm going to add it in there. When it's a habit, you don't even think about quitting. Like brushing your teeth. You don't get up one day and think, you know what, I'm going to quit brushing my teeth. Right? You just do it, right? That's the same thing with your KDP to start with. Right? Below your first $1,000 a month, that's the attitude you want to have. It's a volume game now. With AI, Amazon's being flooded. The market's constantly changing. Customers have got more, what's the word? Variety. They've got more options than ever. They're constantly jumping from things to things. New stuff comes out. They're like, oh, that looks interesting. They buy that. So you kind of got to keep the momentum going so you can keep your finger on the pulse and be able to pivot fast if any opportunities come up. Okay? And that only comes when you've got momentum, when you've got this publishing habit. If you're constantly publishing like once a week, twice a week, boom, 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 you see an opportunity come up, you can literally just pivot like that, because all it is then is like, oh, I'm going to try that. You just plug it into your, it's kind of like you just plug it into your habit that's already going on. Bit like if you're brushing your teeth, you're brushing it with a normal toothbrush, a bamboo toothbrush comes out, oh, I'll just try that out. A new toothpaste, oh, I'll just try that out. Electric brush, oh, let me just try that out. I'm just going to try it this week. Oh, I didn't like it, let me go back. Same thing. You're doing all these books, publishing. You're just going to try this out. You just plug it in, try it out. Sometimes it works, sometimes it does work. If it works, then you're on top of a trend that you've spotted and been able to take action and publish quickly. Okay, so it's kind of like you need that momentum so you can pivot very, very quickly. Okay, then now that you're publishing often and you've got the ability to pivot and do stuff, then that is the time, and only then is the time to start improving your books. Because like I said, when you've got that momentum, you can start making small improvements over and over again. And I've got many clients doing this now in my growth squad. They are they've got the publishing, both those two actually, Genevieve and Ryan, that I just showed you there, both of them to have publishing momentum. So it's like the conversations are kind of like, you could try this, you could try that. They're showing me titles, covers, and we can make little tweaks, and whatever we've decided to do, they're literally trying it to the market within days. So it's very important. So whatever ideas are being tested to the market, it's not in their head, okay? They're not just thinking about it. They're not confusing themselves and overanalyzing before it's even gone to the market. These are ideas they can just check straight to the market within days, and that's the sort of system you want, because the market decides whether you make money or not. Not what I say, not what you think. That's what determines whether you make money or not. Okay, all right, so to wrap this up now, this is the system you want to follow if you want to make money on KDP. I call it my profit loop method, because you keep going around and around just doing the same thing, and as a byproduct you make money. First things first, just take action. Any books you're sitting on, any ideas you're sitting on, get it out tomorrow. Done. All right, it's very possible to do with AI now. Then once you've done one, get in the habit of publishing often, so you can build up that momentum, turn it into a habit, which gives you more like power and flexibility to pivot when you see an opportunity arise. You can easily do it. All right, it's not a big deal. Okay, and then with that in mind, you can improve your books as you go. So you're publishing often, you might make a little improvement, you might see a little trend you want to jump on as you go. Okay, and all this was my method before AI became a thing. It took a lot of time before AI. Now with AI, it's ridiculously fast to publish books and test books, but also the market is very, very competitive. But that doesn't matter. As you can see, my clients, they are still making good money if you know what you're doing. Okay, so keep doing this and you'll learn more about what actually sells books. Okay, thanks for watching. Give me a like if this was of any value. It really helps my channel, and subscribe as well if you want to see more videos on how to make money selling on KDP. Oh, and before I go, I'll leave a little link here for you if you want to see a nice roadmap on how to go from $0 to $1,000 a month on your KDP account. Okay, see you in the next video. Cheers.